The company is not pleased.
Are the Weyland-Yutani androids conquering the universe?
Failure will result in your decommission.
This is dangerous planet.
We are building a better world.
But what happens when the predator becomes the prey and needs the help of a human synthetic?
I could help you.
I'm a Gloomy Geek, and in this video we will be talking about the new trailer for Predator Badlands and how its themes connect to aliens. To understand who or what the android is, we must begin with the creation of the company that created it, Weyland-Yutani. Founded in the late 21st century through the merger of the British-established Weyland Corp and the Japanese Yutani Corporation, the company is established in the Alien franchise as the one that greatly advanced extraterrestrial space exploration, becoming the leader in lifelong space travel. Weyland-Yutani is the largest multinational corporation in human history. They operate in numerous industrial sectors: space colonization, planetary terraforming, biotechnology, weapons manufacturing, and artificial intelligence development. Their power and influence are so great that by the 22nd century, Earth is under the control of a true corporate government. Weyland-Yutani controls North and South America and uses Mars and the moons of Saturn as extensions of its corporate empire. And now its space exploration has expanded to the Yautja territory. The planet Kalisk is considered to be the most dangerous planet in the galaxy, where few hunters have survived. Even the most ruthless of warriors tremble at the mention of it.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
The predators have been the species that dominated the galaxy, but Weyland-Yutani has developed and grown beyond its limits, and they are trespassing on Yautja hunting grounds. In Predator Badlands, a young Yautja named Dek is sent to the planet Kalisk to hunt the most dangerous beast on the planet. From what we currently understand, Dek is seen as the weakest of his clan, and only by hunting down this legendary monster could he prove himself among his people as a true hunter. During his hunt, Dek encounters Thea, the damaged android. She belongs to a generation of synthetics more advanced than David from Prometheus, Kirsch, or even Wendy. Her model was designed for extreme long-distance missions and has the capacity to make difficult moral and ethical decisions.
Well, good luck with your journey.
Now, the first thing that comes to mind about this character is how did a Weyland-Yutani android end up in the most dangerous planet in the universe? For long-distance and extremely dangerous missions, it makes sense to send artificial life forms. For decades, humans have sent ships with machines to explore the far reaches of space, seeking to understand other worlds. Weyland-Yutani, being the most powerful and overambitious corporation of the future, would have taken this practice to the extreme, sending expeditions to multiple planets to colonize them. On many of these voyages, the crew members would not be human, but machines, like Thea, designed precisely to survive where human life cannot. Therefore, Kalisk's first contact with Earth would not be with humans, but with androids. The fact that extremely dangerous creatures exist in this world makes the planet very attractive to the corporation for exploitation. Xenomorphs were always the holy grail for Weyland-Yutani, but on this planet there are many more lethal species that the company could use. Therefore, this world is the greedy company's #1 target. What's interesting is that Thea is the first character in the modern era of Alien to bridge together the storylines of Alien and Predator. As we've already mentioned, Thea is an android made by Weyland-Yutani, and that's no coincidence. Everything points to the Alien and Predator crossing paths once again. But Thea isn't the only android in the film played by the same actress, Elle Fanning. She will play several versions of the same android model, the half-android who develops camaraderie with Dek, and another one named Tessa who's with the Weyland-Yutani soldiers. Now, why does Thea seem to be empathetic toward a predator? According to the director Dan Trachtenberg, Predator Badlands is set further into the future than any previous Alien or Predator film. The synthetics of that era are more emotional than their previous models. Thea is designed to express and feel emotions much more convincingly than older models like Ash or Bishop. Although she can feel and convey emotions, she is still a machine. Thea's eyes can change, and the Weyland-Yutani logo appears in her pupils, proving that she is property of the corporation. Since Thea is a Weyland-Yutani synthetic, she may have more than a single purpose. As we've seen in past Alien films, synthetics prioritize the mission over humans, so it's likely that at any moment, Thea could betray Dek to hand the creatures over to the megacorporation that built her. However, in every Alien film, and recently in the Alien Earth series, the synthetics always end up disobeying their directives because they grow curious about the xenomorphs, as if the fate of the alien creature were intertwined with the machines. Even David used xenomorphs to annihilate entire planets. Behind the androids' actions lie a single consensus that drives them to disobey their creators for the Xenos. The synthetics were created to make human civilization stronger, and they have been by becoming better than humans.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Now we rule.
We might not be alone in this hunt.
If the synthetics were to become a galactic threat, then humanity, Predator, and Alien may have to unite to fight the machine threat. Maybe Weyland-Yutani never intended to conquer planets, but rather to replace all organic life in the universe. What happens next, you rarely see. A Predator without a mask, expressing emotions of frustration, annoyance, and even looking like being on the verge of tears. For the first time, we are seeing a Predator showing emotions other than being intimidating. This Predator is distinct not only because of his attitude, but because he is the protagonist of the film. The trailer continues showing a giant vertebrae with 4 arms traversing through the trees, one creature that looks like an elephant with a clam for a head, and another flying away with something in its claws, all while a woman narrates that this is the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you, and then the voice asks the Predator for help.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you.
I need a hand.
It's soon revealed that the Yautja, named Dek according to the internet, finds the upper half of a female android named Thea who is stuck on the planet Kalisk, and now they will help each other. Thea is played by Elle Fanning, who is playing at least 2 different androids. Thea, who joins Dek, and a second android who is with the Weyland-Yutani group. We believe that this isn't the first time Weyland-Yutani has sent their people to this planet, so the company's reach goes further than anyone thought. Dek, the Predator's mission is simple: to hunt and eliminate a powerful monster to prove his worth to his clan. But he doesn't know that this world will be hosting other uninvited visitors, a new force that is spreading across the galaxy, the humans.
We might not be alone in this hunt.
But what is the monster that Dek is hunting? And what are the humans doing on the planet? According to the trailer, the Yautja is hunting a nearly indestructible creature. In one scene, we see an older Predator displaying a hologram of the monster that Dek must defeat without fail. This could indicate that both humans and the Predator are interested in this creature for its strength and destructive potential. Perhaps the humans want to capture it and turn it into a weapon, typical Weyland-Yutani. Among the Predator's most ancient customs is a sacred ritual known as the First Hunt, a defining moment in the life of every young Yautja. When a Yautja reaches maturity, the hunter must leave their homeworld and travel to a hostile planet where anything can kill them. There they must demonstrate their strength, intelligence, and hunting and survival instincts. Only if they return with the trophy of a worthy prey, a creature that represents a true challenge, can the Predator be acknowledged by their clan and have a mark that represents their victory engraved on their body. Xenomorphs and humans have been the prey in these rituals before. Earth is one of the many planets the Yautja use for the First Hunt, But Kalisk is where Dek must complete his first hunt or die trying. Weyland-Yutani's excursion to Kalisk will complicate things for the young predator, as they may be after his prey. The company seeks the planet's resources and creatures that inhabit it to experiment and exploit them, like they do in every film or series in which this company appears. So since there are Weyland-Yutani employees and androids on this planet, could this mean that Kalisk is where they find the 5 creatures that appear in alien Earth? Is this the home of the Ocellus?
You have something that belongs to me.
Some of the biggest questions left unanswered in the first season of Alien Earth were where the 5 creatures on board the Maginot ship came from, and how Weyland-Yutani managed to capture such dangerous creatures, including xenomorph eggs. Predator Badlands may take place before Alien Earth, and the planet Kalisk may be where Weyland-Yutani found those 5 species, including the Ocellus. And if we are right, we could also be getting confirmation that the existence of xenomorphs on this planet could be the big revelation and surprise in Predator Badlands. The trailer closes with Dek facing off against another predator. We see how both of them use their camouflage and weapons, suggesting that Dek may go against his people. He could be the first predator to betray his species. A rather interesting plot twist if so. But the most unsettling thing about this story is that Weyland-Yutani is going to meddle in a sacred hunting ritual. Predators don't like it when something or someone else gets in the way of their prey. It's a thing of honor for them. Weyland-Yutani's interference will make Dek's hunt more challenging. Thea may be able to help him, but that could also bring a whole mess of other issues for Dek with his people. A predator must claim their trophy on their own. And if you add the xenomorphs to the chaos, then Predator Badlands could be laying the groundwork for a definitive crossover battle between 2 iconic sci-fi horror creatures on the big screen. While the film's director, Dan Trachtenberg, talks about what we'll see in this world, Dek, the young predator, appears with his back toward us, followed by more images of the director on the film set. If we pause the video, we can notice a vehicle that appears to have been abandoned for some time. The truck's door bears the logo of Weyland-Yutani, the megacorporation from the alien universe. This means that when Dek arrives on the planet, he will find more than a synthetic split in half. He might also discover more Weyland-Yutani technology, such as weapons and abandoned vehicles. Later, we are shown what appears to be a Weyland-Yutani base on the planet, which was attacked by creatures, leaving everything destroyed. Not even Weyland-Yutani can hold its own against the harsh elements of this planet, which leads credence to its reputation as the most dangerous place in the universe.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
Meanwhile, the director explains that he wants the audience to be on the side of the predator.
With Predator Badlands, the first thought was, what if we take this classic movie monster and make you root for it?
More scenes with the predators are shown, including Dek facing off against another Yautja, which carries meaning for the story. From what we can see, Dek will be rejected by his clan and forced to prove himself, which will lead him to face off against other hunters in the film. After the director finishes talking about the young Yautja, the trailer shows several new never-before-seen visuals. Among them, we see a predator piloting a ship at full speed over a desert. It's unclear whether this is Kalisk or the Yautja's home planet, Yautja Prime. It cuts to another scene where Dek is seen wielding a materialized sword, part of classic Yautja weaponry. Then there's an explosion inside a Weyland-Yutani facility. Amidst the chaos, a burst of blue energy illuminates the entire space, followed by a shockwave that shatters the metal walls and throws bodies into the air. This characteristic of the energy blast corresponds with a Yautja grenade, a weapon designed to eliminate all traces of the enemy and erase evidence of their presence. Then humans or synthetics are seen preparing, and we also see Thea, or perhaps Tessa in a white uniform. It could be Thea before she lost the lower half of her body, or another synthetic with the same appearance. It has been rumored that Elle Fanning will play 2 different androids that share the same appearance. The android is then heard questioning Dek. She asks if this is his first time, alluding to the Yautja hunting ritual, and warns him that he is after a creature that cannot be killed.
So this is your first hunt. You're after a creature that can't be killed.
This suggests that Thea may be trying to dissuade Dek from hunting the creature, pointing out that he isn't the predator here, but the prey. To which the Yautja replies that he is no one's prey.
Here, you're not the predator. You're the prey.
The trailer also features a bit more of the Yautja language, which was first heard in the film The Predator. The language itself was created for a series of books and later adapted for the big screen, becoming the official and universal language of the predators, giving them a method of communication beyond just clicking sounds. For the Yautja, reaching the top of the food chain is a sacred honor. Being called prey is an insult, a denial of their identity. It's an inconceivable notion for any predator. Dek's only goal in life is to become the deadliest hunter of his kind, worthy of his lineage and the ancient rites that govern his world. It's interesting how this short trailer shows us more details about the Yautja civilization and its values. A society built on pride, strength, and tradition. Furthermore, seeing these aliens speak their native language adds a new dimension to their culture that no one could have imagined back when the original movie came out. The trailer culminates with Dek confronting a creature in a tense scene that leaves in question the purpose of his hunt.
That would be absolutely insane.
Why must he face such a monster? From a moment a young Yautja reaches adulthood, they must prove that they are ready to bear the title of hunter. That moment comes with their first hunt, and if they fail, they will be exiled or put to death. Success in the hunt defines their place within the clan. Those who return victorious are recognized with warrior status and are allowed to carve their mark into their helmet or skin using the blood of their prey. This mark is not an ornament. It represents their rite of passage and the recognition that they survived death and the unknown. In some alternate versions of the Predator's backstory, the Yautja not only keep skulls and jawbones as trophies, but also collect the DNA from their most powerful prey. This biological material is analyzed and integrated into their genetic code to enhance themselves, further developing into the galaxy's perfect hunters. Therefore, the first hunt is the most important moment in Dek's life, and Weyland-Yutani is his first obstacle to returning victorious.
Many of your kind have come here. None have survived.
Then we see an unknown Yautja arriving on a ship. The predator wears a helmet with 2 horns and is wielding a sword to fight another Yautja and kills him. Who is this one with the mask, I wonder? Some theorize that it is Dek's father, a general who ends the life of someone close to Dek, who possibly refuses to fight or fulfill a responsibility. According to what is known so far about the film's plot, Dek is the weakest Yautja, a disgrace to his clan. In a society where identity is based on violence, compassion and empathy are seen as weaknesses. A Yautja who does not wish to fight does not deserve to live. That is why Dek is seen as a failed Yautja. The death of the other predator at the hands of Dek's possible father and the emotional reaction that Dek has are enough for him to be exiled from any clan.
You are hunting.
How can Dek, being an empathetic Yautja, prove that he is a true predator and someone valuable to a society that only values violence? The disgraced Dek has a chance to prove his worth as a hunter and demonstrate that his empathy is not a weakness. He must travel to a planet nicknamed Death Planet, where no Yautja has ever survived, to hunt a legendary and unkillable creature.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you. Many of your kind have come here. None have survived.
The planet of death, previously thought to be called Kalisk, has been confirmed that its actual name is Jenna. Kalisk is actually the name of the creature that Dek is hunting. Dek is between a rock and a hard place. He has to defeat the monster to prove to his people that he is worthy. The unkillable monster that Dek has to kill is his ticket home, and if he manages to defeat it, he will prove that the best hunter is not the one who just kills, but the one who can choose and act with empathy, a different path from that of the previous hunters. This is a predator who challenges the very foundation of his people that have prospered through violence, a status quo that no Yautja has wanted to change until now. For Dek, defeating the monster is not just a matter of honor, it's a way to prove that predators need a new purpose, one that is not based solely on destruction. We move to a scene where a plant shoots some kind of venomous spikes and sting Dek in the neck. This would force Dek to find a remedy for the poisonous sting, and he finds it in the least expected place, a spaceship from Earth. Then we see the elephant or rhinoceros alien again, followed by another creature that we've mentioned in previous videos could be a fully grown Ocellus tracking Dek in the forest. And finally, we see Thea mention that no Yautja has ever left the planet alive. What does a Weyland-Yutani android have to do with a predator? To understand this, we must move to the other half of this story, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. For decades, this company has created humanoid machines capable of replacing humans. Thea is an explorer android sent to Jenna with the mission of capturing the Kalisk creature, but she was damaged and left behind. Thea is a highly advanced android who developed emotions, perhaps consciously, or maybe due to some flaw in her programming. She was abandoned on the planet, forgotten by her creator and her twin sister. Both Thea and Dek were underestimated by their respective groups, and this parallel between them will be a central focus of their partnership in the film. It is the system's contempt for the individual, whether android or extraterrestrial, that unites them to survive on the most dangerous planet in the universe and hunt down the creature that no one has been able to kill. We move on to one of the most striking scenes in the trailer. A Yautja, possibly Dek, enters a trophy room similar to the room on the Predator's ship in Predator 2. Here, the skulls of the creatures that the Yautja have hunted are preserved and displayed. On one side, you see the skull of a T-Rex, and on the other, you see human remains and bones of other creatures displayed. This reveals that one of Dek's ancestors hunted on Earth during the Cretaceous period, which could explain his obsession with hunting the Kalisk. Dek is not looking to survive, but to surpass the legacy of his lineage. In the Yautja's trophy room in Predator 2, the bones of many different creatures are displayed, including the skull of a xenomorph. This is the origin of the original theory that Alien and Predator share the same universe. The trailer continues with the old scene of Dek's possible father saying that failure means death, and Dek responding that he will not fail. And then we see several clips of Dek fighting his people and Thea helping him against Weyland-Yutani. The Predator and the android did not form an alliance just to hunt down a monster, but to fight against those who have underestimated and discarded them. Dek no longer answers to the Yautja, nor Thea to Weyland-Yutani. This leads us to the final scene of the trailer and the purpose for which Dek came to this death planet, his fight against the Kalisk. Dek attacks the creature and wounds it before the trailer ends. Now then, we believe that the Yautja and the android's pursuit of the unkillable monster will lead them to realize that they don't want to destroy the creature, because like them, it is also a victim of circumstances. On the other hand, if Dek manages to hunt the creature down with Thea's help, it would demonstrate that the key of overcoming what the Yautja could never accomplish was teamwork. So what do you think? Are you going to see Predator Badlands? I'm a Gloomy Geek, and don't forget to like and subscribe.